rain, just singing in the rain. What a... Mrs. Claypool!
What do you want now?
I need my Captain Underpants soap.
You know what's right beside you, right?
I did not know that. Could you pass it in, please? Could you pass it to me?
Here.
Thank you very much.
It's Good Friday today. Do you have anything to say about that?
As a matter of fact, I do. Hello, everybody. Welcome to part 13 of the Greg Godovitz and obviously Mrs. Claypool 2020 tour of Scarborough, brought to you today from our shower. Yeah, I do have a religious story. I have a new story in my book called Religions Are Us, and it goes something like this. My son came to me years ago and said, he had a very quizzical look on his face, and he said, "Dad, do you know anything about a guy named Jesus?" And I said, yeah, I know a lot about a guy named Jesus. What do you know? He was 26 at the time. What do you know about a guy named Jesus? He goes, well, he was some guy that they stapled to a stick. And I thought that was interesting. I thought, I filed that. I can use that someday. And no offense, by the way, if you guys are religious. I know he didn't get stapled to a stick. Anyway, so I wrote about my my religious upbringing, which wasn't, wasn't a lot. I do remember going to a tent sermon. My first religious experience in a church was a tent around the block from where we lived. And they were Baptists, and they were really nice people. And I was really good at memorizing biblical verse. I got a Bible with gold pages on it and stuff. Anyway, so my story goes on about that, and then I end up one day at St. Peter's Gate. And St. Peter's got a clipboard, and we're up in a cloud, and there's the pearly gates. And I said, hi, and he goes, oh, Godovitz, yeah, we've been waiting for you. And I said, well, did I make it? And he says, well, I'm afraid not. And I said, well, what about all that charity work I did on Earth and, giving things away and all that, making music and stuff? He says, well, we took that into consideration, but unfortunately, the big fella read your first book. I went, oh, yeah, forgot about that. He says, but we do have an option for you. I said, an option? So what's the option? He goes, well, you see that pole sticking through the cloud over there? I said, yeah. He says, it's not really a pole. It's a razor blade that's 16 trillion miles long, and you get on it, and then you slide all the way to hell. I said, so what's the option? He says, we staple you to a stick. I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain.